Welcome, everyone, to episode 48 of season 1, the final episode of the Cosmere Reads. I am here with Alondo. Oh, it's reverse. I always forget that. Alondo and Will. We're here in the hotel at Jordan Con in beautiful Atlanta.
Yes.
Let me know in chat. I know we got 4 people watching. If the sound is bad, we can move around mics and stuff like that. I did troubleshoot a little bit, but yeah, it's a lot. I am wearing a mist cloak for the final.
Oh, I kind of want to lean this down slightly. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I can see my drinks and my
boom. Yes. Now we're talking.
There we go.
Hey.
Nice. And my dually cane's over there, so I might need to grab that.
Dude, yes. In case.
So if sound gets bad, just let us know and we will talk. Sounds good to me. Perfect. All right, awesome. Cool. So yeah, we've been enjoying Jordan Con a lot. Probably too much, right?
Too much? Nah. No such thing. That doesn't exist in my lexicography. No. Too much doesn't exist. No, never.
Don't look at the full bar right next to it.
Don't tell secrets. Come on now.
Secrets.
No. Bag of secrets. Oh, Lord have mercy, dude. Gotta watch this movie. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Off track. Let's go.
So we're nursing hangovers, at least I am. My Pimp King. Thank you.
Pimp
nursing a slight hangover,
Yes.
so we'll get through this. If my voice is a little gone, it's because I screamed so much last night, and drank too much. So
Yeah.
here we are. Welcome everyone. Feel free to chat away and chat. Holy crap! A live stream that I wait for. Yes. Anyone in Europe actually can watch for once because we're not recording it. Dark 30.
I forget about that. Yeah, European people.
Yeah, we do have some people actually lounging in the hotel room. So if you hear people in the background, it's because we have just Ian from the Will Reads.
We got guests.
Ian might hop in if he feels like so inclined.
That's right. At
some point. So
Nice.
we'll hang out. Yeah. So good times. Waves from Europe. Cool. Yeah. Cosmere Connections. He's in England, so he's in Europe as well. We got our European watchers.
Nice.
So cool. All right. Well, anything you guys want to talk about Jordan Con? Any reviews you guys want to give?
Well, it's our first Jordan Con.
It is.
The two of us. I loved it. I love the people here. This is great.
Very welcoming community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. A lot of fun. I appreciated volunteering and the whole deal.
Yeah.
It's really a community. I mean, all day long. Yes. And I love that.
Yeah, I mean, we are literally halfway through the con, and I've been to a grand total of 0 panels.
Oh, we're supposed to do that, aren't we? I forgot. Oh, it's my bad. My bad.
I'll go to some tonight, maybe.
My bad.
We'll see.
We'll get there.
Played Tucker last night. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's only 10 p.m. Germany. Awesome. Cool. All right. So we have a lot to cover tonight. We are covering like a million chapters and finishing up the Hero of Ages. So because I want to get back to drinking more,
priorities.
We're gonna do this. So let's jump right in. It's gonna be time. So chapter 76. I am gonna do something different this week. Normally I do read out the entire epigraphs, but they are stupidly long. So we're just gonna talk about them. If that's okay. Like it's a regular chapter or whatever.
Yeah.
This one starts out, I've always wondered about the strange ability Elementers have to pierce the mist. And it talks about how Vin got, or at least how a Mistborn gets their powers and how the Hemoelectric Spike does that, but it'll double it if you pierce someone who's a seeker and those kind of things. I think that's what this one was.
Was it also the one where they talked about their ability to see through the mist?
This one. I'm mixing this one. Yeah, this one's the tonight one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining trying to summarize that right now is pretty hard because those are already like somewhat cryptic and like
they are.
Yeah, they are cryptic. Yeah.
I was like, how's he gonna do this?
Yeah.
But you're doing good.
I'm doing fine.
Keep going.
It's about Tenai. It's about being a Tenai and being able to see through the mist.
Yes.
How powerful Tenai is.
Right.
So, and we start with Vin, and Vin's kind of dead, but not quite dead yet.
Which is weird because her corporal body disappeared in a previous chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well now she's going to become like this ghost, or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and now we're getting the resolution to that, right?
Yeah.
We're finding out what's happening with
Well,
her.
she is as well. I mean, she's floating above Luthadel, and she tries to reach out. She realizes like, she has no hands. Like, she's like, I don't have hands, but I'm still aware of everything.
Something about that sounds like a George Costanza thing, where it's like, I have no hand,
I have no legs.
Yeah.
Can't
Anyway,
feel my legs.
I have no hand. I had hand, and now I don't have hand. All right, keep going.
Yeah.
You're
She's kind of looking over everything, trying to figure out what this, and feels all the immense power within her. And and unlike before, where it's like a power that was finite, or you could, there's an end to it. This is immense and infinite.
Oh yeah.
Power, and she realizes that you can't use this up because she absorbed all the mists.
Yeah,
we'll get to that later too. That there's no mist left.
She's Jafar, basically.
Yeah,
ultimate power. You need a little space, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and so she does a little twirl to twirl out her new consciousness. I would say body, but it's not really body.
She
just twirls her consciousness.
Yeah,
and sees something dark next to her.
Yeah,
and it's not in the normal form. It's just like this dark cloud, and it speaks to her, and she realizes it's Ruin, and he's just like laughs like, "Welcome to godhood."
right.
Yeah. So
it was either Ruin or really bad Chinese food.
Yeah.
In the shape of a fart, basically. That's kind of how I read that.
That's exactly how I was picturing it.
Yeah. That's kind of how. That's how I summed up in my head. So that works out well.
The reverse of General So.
Yeah, it ends up having this little like fight amongst them where she's trying to do like little subtle things, and then he's also doing his own subtle things. And they're fighting.
Wait! You're glossing over that.
Okay.
It's subtle things. She's like trying to move the planet. No. I'm not
subtle god things.
Subtle god things. Subtle to us mortals. Huge in the scope of universes, maybe. She's like, I'm going to try to move the planet that way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move it back that way.
She stops up all the ash mounds instantly, cleans the air.
Oh, yeah.
But then the world instantly starts to heat up because the planet's too close to the sun. She's like, oh, crap, I'm messing everything up.
Yeah.
And then she tries to move the planet and creates a giant tidal wave, and Ruin just laughs like, you're killing your own people.
A tsunami comes in and just wipes out villages. I'm like, oh my God, poor lady.
I mean, if you move the planet, the whole water
moves. All the things that happen. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's poor lady. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, I always keep coming back to this. Over the course of every episode, she's like young, right? Was she like 20?
At this point, May 2021.
Maybe 19?
Yeah.
20?
2021.
I mean, imagine us at 19 or 20. If you were given godlike powers, what would you do? Me, I'm like, I want to bring Hubba Bubble Gum back. Or something stupid like that because I'm dumb like that. No, she's like wielding ultimate power, moving worlds and stuff, and trying to do the best she can with her limited education of the world around her, right? I mean, good on her. She's doing better than I would. That's all I'm saying.
I'd be giving myself like, a really sweet lifted truck with like a nice sound system in it,
A lifted truck. He's like, I need these 4-wheelers.
That was me when I was like,
yeah. I need this Toyota Tacoma 6 inches taller. I got you. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So Ruin speaks of his frustration at the balance between the two forces. And that there's consequences for everything, and they kind of get this little philosophical argument about that, where he's still claiming he's more powerful than her, and she's like, "But I'm kind of giving my own." So I don't know, and he tries to do things, she blocks him. It goes back and forth. It's kind of this push and pull. And Vin realizes that she and Ruin are currently balanced. But it won't be if Ruin finds the part of himself that's hidden. So she's still trying to keep that from him. Yeah. And sees Ellen riding into Luthadel. One man just riding in. She can see him.
Now she said something. This is the part that still I can't quite get my head wrapped around. She said something like, and I'm not quoting right. It's like white streaks of light or something to describe how he was riding in.
Yeah.
I don't understand why was it white streaks of light. Is it because of the way she perceives time and motion now?
There's a couple of things where it describes them bursting into light.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with elemancy. So when they're using, so when he uses elemancy,
right, because she's seeing it as okay, got it.
Because elemancy is a part of preservation. So when she sees her own, because she's now the vessel of preservation.
Right. Okay. So, thank you for that. Because it's like the blue streaks and lines.
Right.
So now you're seeing him as white light because he is
using a part of you.
Right. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Now I get it. I get it now. Thank you. But at the time when I was reading, I was like, I don't get what that's talking about. So, all right.
And someone actually said, it's how Vin sees the still push lines. Yeah, check that.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right.
Exactly. So that's how we end this chapter. The first one is just her seeing Ellen ride in, and we switch to Ellen's point of view.
Yeah.
Going to chapter 77. Looking back, we should have been able to see the connection between the mist and Allomancy and the power perception, the power at the Well of Ascension. Basically, the closer one came to ruin, the more under his influence they were, and the longer one bore spikes, the more the mist were repelled.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I kind of just read the first line, last line, but there's a lot to that. But just basically how the mist swirled around people who, preservation was trying to influence or keep up, but if it had a hemolytic spike, it was off ruin. So it wouldn't. Preservation wanted nothing to do with it.
Was this also the epigraph that talks about the 3 times that she was able to use the mist was because she took out her earring?
That's coming up later.
Okay, sorry. I don't want to get ahead. Anyway, my bad.
Yeah. So this one is Ellen's point of view. And Ellen just it's a pretty short chapter. It's when Ellen gets to Creedic Shaw and sees like what the fuck happened here.
Right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, it's just a giant crater, and like he goes back to his old stomping grounds, Keep Venture, and it's all like just falling apart.
Yeah.
And no one's in the city either. So everyone's evacuated. He's like, well, it could have been ruined because there'd be more dead bodies. Like, you want to hide the bodies, you just would have left them all here. That's not like ruin.
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out where the people went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything from that? Or
no, he sees the crater and he's like,
something bad.
Nothing normal could have caused this.
Yeah. So. Exactly. Yeah. Because she went ham.
Yeah.
In that moment. And
exactly.
Yeah. She just obliterated. If there's a time to use the word obliterated, this is it, right? I mean, she obliterated that entire city. So, yeah.
And when he gets to Keep Venture, that's when he sees a body slumped over and moves aside, and the sword's going right through him. Definitely a samurai, Sabuku style.
Seppuku!
Right through,
right?
Yeah, stabbed himself through, and his Penrod. Penrod didn't take his own life.
Yeah.
And he wrote a little note about how he needs to go to Terrace. And he's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why do you go north? And he hears a wind whisper, west. And makes him think. And we know, because we know what's going on, that Vin is using everything she can to communicate with him, but she can't directly. It's how Godhood works.
That was a great literary device, by the way, showing what her perspective is and perception is, and then switching it around to when it's the other, the mortal recipients, right? Hearing her talk about this, and it's like, that's been happening the whole time. We've only seen it from the mortal perspective, and now we're seeing it from the godlike perspective of what it's like. You're trying to influence those around you, but you can't do it like, I just can't tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, Alan.
Probably could if Rude wasn't there to try to block you.
Right, exactly. Because that's his job. It's basically be the other side of the yin and the yang.
So she's using everything she can just to do the smallest thing. He's trying to block everything.
Right. So she's trying to subtly influence. Again, I love the writing that happens there. So It
was also interesting how it describes like her just communicating with Ellen takes everything she has in terms of power.
Yes.
But then when they're talking about, plugging the ash mounts and moving the planet, it's like, think of the risk.
Yep.
Well, then again, because once again, because Ruin realizes what she's doing, it's destroying. He lets it. I mean, he doesn't block her from doing those things.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas trying to communicate with Ellen, Ruin's actively trying to stop
because there's a possibility that could actually disrupt his plans, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah. And So Ellen figures it out, says, hey, writing can be changed by Ruin, maybe, but in the past when Ruin's changed stuff, he hasn't changed everything. So rather than just going north to Terrace, maybe it's the Terrace people, and maybe have to go. And he hears Pits on the wind too. That's one thing that Vin's able to say, Pits. So he decides to head towards the Pits of Half Things. He's like, that's what I would have done.
Right.
It's gone to the Pits. So heads towards that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we switch to Vin. And it's Vin and Ruin talking again, and Vin's talking about how she had to take a great amount because Ruin's blocking her or Ruin's interference just to do something,
right?
And and Ruin's basically telling her, "Calm down, time's nothing to gods. Like we don't have to do everything right now. Like we can take our time. Like you don't have to do everything right now. Like we can live forever. Like time's nothing."
I feel
time
like we've been talking
anything.
a lot about time in the last few days. And then I read that, I listened to that part, and I was like, this is coming full circle.
Yeah.
This whole idea of time is like, really, time is a concept, right? It's not really something that exists. It's just that our perception of how the movement of things through like into the universe.
Sure.
We use time as the concept to do that. But really to gods, it would be like, that's nothing to me, right? I mean, we watched Three Body Problem. Remember that? And they played a video game.
There's been physics experience
that just like goes forward. Right?
Time is the difference in time dilation from gravity wells. So
exactly. Right.
So
there's another one.
Yeah, you can get into the physics on what time actually is.
Yeah.
It changes.
Time dilation from gravity wells.
So if you're next to a giant gravity source like the sun,
or a black hole,
our black hole time actually moves at a different speed.
Right. Okay.
So the time fabric.
I needed that
works.
If you had a grid and if you like set like a really large boulder in that grid and just like suck,
and that grid is time. It pulls
time down,
so
right?
Time
so
down.
then if you were able to like just leap across, you could actually eclipse like years, millennia in like milliseconds because of that well is created. So it's
go watch Interstellar.
That's a good one. Watch Interstellar. That would help. Yeah. Wait, watch it and then watch somebody do a review on how it actually works.
Yeah, there's a great scene from Interstellar, and I know this is kind of a common knowledge thing, but the scene when they're on the someone's planet, but the one that's right next to the black hole. And because they're so close to gravity source.
The ocean planet.
The ocean planet.
Right? Yeah.
And
where they have the huge tsunamis that come through.
But the music that it's going through, and you hear tick in the music. It's like
right.
Tick, tick, and every tick in the music is one day on Earth.
Right.
That's how the time's moving.
That's how you know how fast
you've been there for years. Like
right.
Tick, tick.
And then he gets back to the ship. It's been like 30 years or something. Yeah. So the guy was on the ship was like a young dude, and then they get back to the ship, and he's like old gray-haired dude, and whatever. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's great.
Yeah,
fun times. Anyway, so chapter 78. That's where we're at now.
All right.
So it may seem odd for those reading this. That ATM was part of God's body. This is going back to what you were wondering about.
Yeah,
and I told you it's explained.
Yes, thank you.
So ever we say body, but generally that means power. We just use body as the kind of a general term for it.
Right.
It's not truly his body. It's part of his power.
Right.
That's been carved off. Preservation had carved off and hid part of his power in a physical form, and how power for gods actually comes in all different states of liquid, like such as the world ascension, or mist, such as like vapor, or ATM, or
exactly
solid.
And
it's actually part of God's power.
So mist is preservation. ATM.
Right. And then the well of ascension is preservation in liquid form. So they can break off part of their power into different states. And because so much of Ruin is still in ATM form, it's actually clever for preservation. That's why he's looking for it, because he can't beat preservation unless he gets all of his power back.
Right. Yeah.
And this is the clever aspect of in using the Conjure as a double agent. We'll get to that eventually. But,
yes.
But very clever of preservation to do all that.
And I like the fact that it came back to the prophecy. We'll get there, but
yeah. So ATM then was an object of one side, not of both. Whereas like a rock would have been made of preservation and ruin, ATM was just made of ruin,
right?
And part of his power.
Yep.
And of course, we're kept in the pits of Hathsed by preservation as a place to hide a chunk of Ruin's body.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey to truly destroy everything, because you can't really destroy the power of God. You can just shatter it, and eventually it'll coalesce back again. It just might take centuries to do it, but once
I challenge that by saying that they say you can't destroy it, but you can use it.
You can use it,
which we're gonna find out.
Yeah, but eventually, even if you use it, it will come back. But it might take because it'll take like centuries for it to coalesce back into something that you can actually take back again.
Okay, now you sound like take urine. You're gonna like take the urine. It's gonna go pull the ATM out of the urine or something. I don't know how that works.
Could. I mean, technically, nothing goes away.
Because I still don't know how that works. By the way, you burn metal. Are you pissing it out? I mean, what happens
I would
with
assume
that?
so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I assume.
Okay.
I don't know.
Got it.
That's a good question.
That's an interesting comment.
What's that?
Cosmic connection.
Because preservation weakened himself when he made humanity, which meant ruin was too powerful, and hiding his ATM was the way to made it equal.
Yeah. Good call.
The metal is dissolved into the stomach. So okay, there you go. Yeah, so just like the power of the will of ascension, it would eventually return there again after it's been used. So that's where it says it does eventually come back. So just like the will of ascension, once you use it after centuries, it does fill back up. It just takes a long time.
I'm gonna call it the pee and poop well.
Yeah.
All right.
So ATM is God poop, and the will of ascension is God pee.
This guy. I love it. Thank you for supporting me in my theory.
There we go. So, all right, and in this chapter, we're in Sazed's point of view. Sazed's down in his cage and realizes it's an odd cell or prison. And obviously designed for Kandra. I mean, it's like
because he's too tall for the cell, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't fit in this thing.
Yeah, it's it's too, but yeah, it has a great top.
Right.
You know, kind of like a pit. And he's in prison there. He's trying to figure out how he can crawl up there and maybe tap some of his power to get out and escape. And as he's there, Tenzin shows up, our boy, to save the day.
Still hate him. I still hate him. I still hate him
all this time.
Will, what do you feel? I mean, are you a Tenzin fan or?
He's got a pass for me a little while ago.
Yeah,
I'm not holding on to that.
I'm trying, man. I really am trying.
We'll
but
support you through that. It's okay.
Again,
takes time.
Hashtag Justice for Orseer. Hashtag Justice for Orseer. I'm saying no. Keep going. All right.
Good old Tenzin. Next year, I'm going to do a cosplay as Tenzin.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm going to get a furry person to give me a furry costume. No. I'm just going to run around the convention.
Fine. In that moment, I will actually come around, but maybe until then, nope.
Join the pack.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. So yeah, Tenzin's there with a bunch of other Kandra, like Milan and some other ones that are kind of following Tenzin, and they are kind of this rebel group, and they break Sazed out. Sazed comes out, and they're like, "Well, how this happened?" It's like, "Yeah, the second rebelled." And they're like, "What? No, the first are still up in their alcoves." And they're like, "No, they took them. They're down these other pits down here." They're like, "Oh shit!" And while they have this conversation, Tenzin with his dog ears hears that more Kandra are coming. The guards are
right.
And whereas other Kandra are really hesitant to attack, Tenzin doesn't care anymore. He's broken every Kandra rule at this point.
Right.
He doesn't care about the contract or anything else anymore.
By the way, I'm going to say right now, and this is my critique of the book. I'm going to go ahead and just say this: the lady, the lady Kandra that Milan. I feel like that was like a little shoehorned in last minute. Okay, it should have been there earlier.
Okay,
I thought she was going to have more of a prevalent
yeah, because
role.
I mean, she really did not get much of anything. I mean, she does have like a little bit of a role here, but it's not much. And I was like, let's flesh that lady out. You know, I'm using lady in like the ethereal because we don't really know how Kandra females work. Right. But I was like, I really wanted to hear more about her and how she operated. That's my only critique about that piece. Is I would love to know everything about her. Yeah. How did they get to know each other? What happened? How did that relationship evolve and all that? So Anyway.
Rafa with Milan. That's kind of a spoiler.
Wait, there's more? Wait, there's more about her? Outside of this book? Okay, I hate that. I hate that.
Can I say it? There's always another secret.
There's always
Is that a good time to say that?
Yeah, it's a great time to say it. There's always another secret. That's
There's
always another
secret bag. This is why you need that gift about the secret. The secret bag. Yes.
There's always another secret.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes.
All right.
That's great. That was
Good
good.
deal.
That was a good pull. Fukud, which I love that
Oh, yeah.
name.
That is a great name, though.
Fukud.
Seriously. Fukud. Yes.
Fukud.
Yes,
It was fuck you, but it's fuck Fukud.
Yep,
Comes
yeah.
in and Seiza just immediately attacks him. He's like, I'll eat you like your slur if you don't shut up. And he's like, wait a second, I'm a contract. Get rid of your bones. I can just take your bones and act like you.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing at least Zane did teach me is that no one suspects a Contra to be a Contra.
No one expects to finish Inquisition.
So,
there you go. Yeah.
pretty clever plan on that. And
Yes,
it's like, I'm
absolutely.
gonna go distract them while you resurrect the first.
Yes.
Not resurrect, but regenerate them. Give them bones.
Yep.
And that's how we end this chapter is Tinsun going off as Fuku to the seconds to play double agent as the first are being regenerated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of hanging like a bag of moss.
Yeah.
Bag
They're
of
just a
moss.
bag of moss.
That's new. That's new. And you're right, because it's moss-like and all.
I'm just gonna come up in like one of those like sniper outfits and the ghillie suit. And, like,
Oh,
I'm the first generation.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll be mine.
I would
Next year.
I would listen to you. I would think you're like, like an ancestor that knows some things.
Yeah.
I could get behind that.
But I never talk.
Right.
You used to get like a bunch of
Exactly.
like plastic Walmart bags and then just hang some like Spanish moss on them and like tape it to it and just kind of like blob around like the
Creep
con.
I'm gonna sit there with a video camera and be like, I've never seen so much beauty, like American Beauty. Oh, look at that. It's amazing. Look at him with the bag.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So going on to chapter 79.
Yes.
I believe the Mist were searching for someone to become a new host for them. The power needed a consciousness to direct it because Preservation's consciousness was destroyed. Of course, the power was all still there,
Right.
but as this not so conscious entity, it's still, I guess, by what's the word I'm looking for? Not habit, but by its nature.
Routine.
By its nature, needed to find a vessel. So searching for someone that fit that vessel, and it talks about how Vin, was probably that. Without conscious directed, nothing would actually be created or destroyed. That kind of
Are you
stuff.
trying to say instinct?
Instinct. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. A little late on that
Yeah.
one. Sorry.
By the way, I'm not sure if this is the place to bring it up, but the fact that both Preservation and Ruin had a specific plan they put together and were using Vin to do it from Jump Street is crazy, right? So it's like Ruin was like earring, etc. And
Right.
it had all these things lined up. And then you read this chapter and Preservation did the same thing. It was like trying to specifically coordinate and do these machinations around Vin. So for some reason, the two godlike entities happen to focus on this one individual, which makes her the ultimate individual because you had your entire life was shaped by two gods, right?
Right.
That's insane to me. So
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Like, I didn't really get that far with that, but I kind of had the underlying like thoughts about it. So,
Yeah.
So Vin was being influenced by both of them,
Right.
this whole time.
Right.
Okay, that's crazy.
But I mean, when you think about it in that sense, it all comes together. It's like that's the reason why she had like this influence by the mists and whatever. And then on the flip side, she's being influenced by Ruin, these visions of her brother, all that. And you realize it's like this one mortal being manipulated by gods.
Yeah.
She had, and it's almost like it took away her agency, unfortunately. Because she was in that situation. So what's up?
This is kind of one of those questions that it's fun to ask them, but there's no way they know the answer. Who do you guys think the OG vessels were for Preservation's Ruin? I mean,
that's a great question. Holy shit, that's a good question. I can't answer it right now. I have to put some thought into it, but that's a great question.
Who were
the original?
Who were the original?
Well, who were like the current vessels?
We see one of their bodies at the
right,
end,
because we don't know whose body that was when Ellen spoke to Preservation, and then a body like collapsed. We don't know whose body that was. I mean, it's just like it was like a body, right?
Yeah,
that's I love the question. That's a great.
So
question.
when you said earlier, like I don't understand because the body fell down. I was like, and I didn't want to give it away yet. I was like, it's a vessel, so once it dies, the body is released, but God's still there. It's just
right.
the vessel's gone.
Because I asked you about that. I was like, hey, well, what is that? Who is that?
I was like,
yeah,
can't answer it.
but you can't answer that.
I couldn't answer it yet. No, I can't talk. Well, now we can talk about
we can talk about it, but there's no answer still.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
Right.
So, all right.
Huh.
Good deal.
Exactly. This is also where it talks about 3 times that Vin drew upon the power of the mists. First time is when the Lord Ruler had ripped, using Allomancy, ripped the earring out while fighting Vin. Second time is when she used the earring to throw it at Marsh, and then the mist came in. She was able to push and then control Marsh, and that's when he ran away.
Yep.
And the last time is when Marsh ripped it out.
Right.
And when she
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the reread. I am so excited about a reread, just so I can go back and figure out all the times when it was like so obvious, that this is what was happening.
Yeah,
and we just missed it.
Yeah,
right?
And once Marsh ripped it out, that's when she went Super Saiyan, because at that point, Preservation was desperately searching for a host to pour itself into,
right?
Because it had no vessel for so long, and as soon as Vin was available, it was just.
Yep. Exactly.
Immediately started just like pouring itself into Vin.
Right.
To the point where, Vin disappeared because she became God.
Right. Which now is great, but at the time I was like, where the fuck did it go? That kind of thing. But now I'm like excited for her. So. Yeah.
And I love how in this little chapter summary, it rather says Vin's point of view, it's Preservation's point of view. It changed it to
nice. Yeah.
It's like it's not called a Vin anymore.
And I love the fact that she wields ultimate power, but it brings you back to the Lord Ruler, thinking about you're in this place, you have all this power, and you just assume if I had ultimate power, I could just fix everything, snap of a finger kind of thing.
Right.
But you don't understand the ramifications of what happens when you do that, right?
Yeah.
I love that change in perspective. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so Vin senses a change, I reckon Vin's point of view as God looking over everything.
Yeah.
And she senses a change and follows Ruin to the pits of Hathsin. And Ruin at this point has figured out that's where he needs to send everyone and start sending all the Koloss, the entire world.
That's the gift we were talking about.
Yeah.
Send everyone!
Send everyone!
Yeah, we forgot that gift, man. We got to get on that. All right.
Yeah,
that's the one. We'll get around to it. Yeah, next time.
So and she sees something shining brightly down there because they've uncovered the ATM and she can see that she can see it shining down there. And of course, at this point now, Ruin can't because they've uncovered it, and Kanpar and all the seconds are now pretty much under full control of Ruin with their spikes, and they're trying to dig up the ATM and bring it out so that Ruin then can go and take it. And make it completely restored. Yep. And Vin realizes at this point that if that happens, he will get the upper hand.
Right.
But
that explains the prophecy so much, where the first generation said we would kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Because they knew that as long as they had the spikes, then there's the possibility of Ruin taking control of them.
Right.
And
that's why the resolution.
So now it makes so much sense. Yeah. So, yep.
And they don't truly die. They just turn back to Misreds. I mean, so they could be respiked and return back. It's
right.
So anyway, they're taking all the ATM, and Vin at this point starts to look back, and there's in these final chapters, there's definitely this appreciation for the big bad from the first book, the Lord Ruler. Like, he did some horrible things, but a lot of it was under the influence of Ruin.
This guy has really come around in my mind. Yeah. From being like the ultimate baddie to being somebody who really was just
trying to
do his best with what he knew. And imagine being like just a mortal who's been given godlike powers, and then trying to do your best for the world, not like the people in your neighborhood, the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh geez, that's like insane. I know I couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I would make 1,000 mistakes.
Oh yeah.
So good for him.
Exactly. So we switch to Ellen's point of view. Ellen arrives at the pits, and you see some of the soldiers that are there that have misfallen. He's like, all right, you guys, I argued with those other soldiers. I'm going to give you all the medals. Go ahead and burn it, and we'll figure out what you are. We'll divide everybody up. And, we need everyone we can that's an Allomancer because the Koloss are coming. And they go do it, and they're like, yeah, nothing worked. He's like, shit. And then the first generation at this point also has finished regenerating. Tinsun shows up and then starts to immediately attack Sazed. And he's trying his hardest not to.
Right.
And it's 100% Ruin controlling them. And that's when Haddock yells out, "The resolution has come."
Yeah.
You got it in, and Tinsun reaches to just, towards one hand's reaching, trying to pull spikes out, the other one's choking Sazed.
Yeah.
And Sazed loses consciousness.
That's gonna be rough, though. I mean, it's kind of like Marsh when Marsh was fighting them.
And, yeah.
It's the same situation. It's like, I don't want to do this, but I'm compelled, and I have no choice in the matter, right? So
I still hold a grudge for what he did to his own people, the Lord Ruler. Yeah. I mean,
he does not get a free pass.
Yeah, but then again, what he
not.
did to his own people too, I think was a lot of, like I said, Ruins had a lot of influence over him too. So how much was him versus how much was?
I don't know. I mean, but the subjugation of his people is definitely terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand Ruin and his not the Lord Ruler. The Pythons was saying you understand where he was coming from a lot more over the course of the series than the first one, where he's just
like in book 2, I started figuring out that there's a lot more to what he was trying to do. So he wasn't just trying to be evil for evil's sake.
And there was a good point of cosmic connections. I mean, definitely if you want to call it racism, bigotry, quits the ska and those kind of things. 100%. Yeah, we're not excusing anything that. I'm not saying he was a good person.
Oh, no one's saying he's a good person. But we understand where he came from, right? Yeah. He was just trying to do the best. I mean, again, if any of us, I'm talking about mortals, were given that kind of power, would we be like 100% right in our decision making? No. Absolutely not. It's never going to happen, right? Because we're mortals. We're humans. We're going to make mistakes.
Sure.
We'll just do the best we can. Yeah. And that's probably what happened with him. So.
Sure. I think Marsh was the biggest tragedy, in my opinion.
Poor Marsh. Agree. Yeah. Hashtag Marsh. Marsh is my dude.
Marsh. Yeah. Poor Marsh.
Because he wasn't a bad guy.
No, he wasn't.
He was never a bad guy.
Never was.
And everything he did, even becoming,
Inquisitor, was for
the purposes of what they were trying to do.
Right. And but they had no idea who Ruin was when that happened, and then they was trying to be a double agent. They didn't know all.
Yeah.
They did stuff without knowing the consequences of what
exactly.
they were doing. Question: do you fellas like they've come to the end of the epic journey? Or that they have another like 9,000 pages to go in other cosmetics? How does it feel to come to the end of our first little segment?
We'll get there. How about that? We'll
talk about that.
We'll get there. How about that?
Just 90,000 and counting. You're still writing, all right, guys?
Or see, like we've been drinking for the past 24 hours.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so this chapter pretty much ends with Sazed going unconscious and not knowing really what happened with all that. But a lot of stuff happening, like I said, with the Demu and Ellen riding in the pits.
Mm-hmm.
Get to chapter 80. The Conjure people always said they were of preservation, while the Kolos Inquisitors were of ruin. Yet the Conjure bore hemalurgic spikes, just like the others. Was their claim then a simple delusion? And then it goes on to say, I think not, that they were always the double agents, that they had enough wherewithal and to be that one thing that where, if Ruin tried to control them, they would end up being useless. So they had the ability, like it just was a clever way the Lord Ruler used them to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Right.
Yep. So the vast majority, they could switch sides in the middle and leave them unable to seize the prize.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of as a thing. So
yep.
So they were of preservation all along. Is what. Well, I guess we know who it is. What Sazed says.
Yeah.
Because if you go back and read all the epigraphs, and they all go in order, it's like a letter written by Sazed.
Yeah,
it's like a little book, so you can actually read them all. It's kind of cool to do it in this book.
Yeah, it was great. I love all the epigraphs, but again, it got ruined for me about who wrote them
because of the voice Michael Kramer.
Because the voice, he did it in Sazed's voice the whole time, so I knew from chapter 1 that's who it was.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I am the hero of ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we're with Demu. I think we're Ellen's point of view. But Demu comes up to Ellen and says that, there's a few 100,000 refugees in the pits. And Ellen's like, we're all going to get slaughtered, with no city walls, no defense. And this is where Demu tells Ellen that the refugees came to the pits because Kelsier told them that, if things get bad, go to the pits. And Ellen asks them, like, who saw Kelsier? And they go, like, to the guards and, like, we saw him. He came back. And, of course, that was Tensoon telling them to go to the pits.
The timing of this all threw me off. I was like, when? Because Tensoon was Kelsier, like, a long time ago.
Well, that was a few.
Now, he had the bones still.
Yeah. But it was
Look at the bones.
It was
but
not
he
long
had the
ago
bones
on a timeline thing. We're jumping from one character.
Exactly. But I was like, oh, man, the timing is, like, kind of throwing me off a bit. So, and just being truthful about that.
Yeah. Which Cosmere is next? Next era mission? No, we're not. We're not going to Era 2 yet. We're going to Elantris next.
So actually, we're going to go Roald Dahl, and we're going to do Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory next, and then we'll come back to this.
Yeah, we're going to do Elantris. So we'll probably take next week off, but yeah, we're going to go into Elantris. Yeah. Which is not a super long book, and it's a standalone. So as of for now, he's talked about writing more. Anyway, so Sejit wakes up. Oh wait, let's see. I think I might have missed something. Yeah, and this is when Ellen tells him to consume the elemental metals. So
right.
So Sejit wakes up amongst a large group of mist wraiths, just kind of lazily, bag of antlers roaming around.
Yep.
And
like my hotel room.
Yeah. And he goes to see about the ATM and discovers that the Kandra, some of the Kandra haven't removed their spikes, most of the second generation.
Right.
And led by Kanpar, they're trying to remove the ATM to deliver it to Ruin. And this is where Sage is able to tap into his steel mine for speed and reach the rest of his metal mines faster than they can go. And then once he gets there, he put them on, slam the door shut, and then make himself huge.
Right.
Using his pewter mine. An iron mine and basically bar the door.
He goes Hodor on it.
Yeah, Hodor.
yeah. Crossing genres now. I mean, sorry, book series now. Yeah, but he Hodors it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So closes it, blocks the trust warrant, and then starts just yelling for help to deaf ears because he's yelling a bunch of miswraiths.
Right, because who's he yelling at, right? At that point in time, it's like, who's going to help you?
Just a bunch of blobs.
Right. If you could please come help me out, a bowl of Jello, I would appreciate the assistance, right?
Right.
Happy with that.
Yeah. Ellen, with respect to Ellen, he's questioning the eyewitnesses about, what they saw with Kelsier. And at that point, Ellen hears his name on the wind. Here's, again, and thinks of Vin. And he's just like, I think someone's trying to tell me to go somewhere. And, the voice ends up guiding them to, he sees in his mind, he has this image of a hole in the ground.
Go ahead. Do it. You're going to do it anyway. Go ahead.
I'm going to click on it.
Please do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I forget the next couple lines, but then it goes, Secret tunnel, through the mountain, secret tunnel, yeah.
Ice, I got
Yeah, we need ice
oh,
too.
wait.
There's an ice bucket. Yeah. Sorry, mid making drinks. This is JordanCon. This is what we do.
That's what we do, yes.
Let's see. Will, what are your thoughts? Through the mountain.
Is that it?
No, that was it. Vin leads Ellen through the homeland. Are you going to do all of Cell? Or just we're doing all of Cell. Anyway, yes, we're doing all of Cell. We'll talk more about that at the end of this. All right, let's get through this first. Then we'll talk about what's next. All right, guys.
Good
you guys
deal.
are jumping ahead.
I know.
I need to quit reading the comments. So like leaning in like that's.
I love it though.
All right, so
Keep them coming.
no, keep me distracted.
Exactly.
We're trying to make more
I
drinks.
love you all distracting him. Please and thank you.
I need a top off on that too. So
Nice.
otherwise, I'm not going to make it through. Need more alcohol.
Well done. Yes.
So let's see. Looks like Will's mixing up a new drink. What are we drinking? We are drinking tequila.
Whatever he comes up with.
Tequila. Margarita. I still have some Bloody Mary in there. Okay, it's gonna be a bloody.
You're gonna have a bloody margarita.
I'm gonna have a
Bloody margarita.
It'll be great.
Hair of the dog. That's
Oh yeah, there's a lot of hair of the dog going on this
Yeah.
weekend.
That was it?
Seriously. Yeah.
Smells more. Some more
It
to
came
kill
out
than
pretty
that.
quick.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind, it
a lot
was
of
a
room
lot.
for
That's what she said.
Oops.
This guy.
Get margarita. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay. Yes,
Don't
go in.
complain about how that tastes.
Ooh, that's deep.
It's just gonna be.
That pour was deep. Nice.
Let's see.
Hey, you might want to shake that up a little bit, man. You swirl it around. There you go.
That's not bad. That's good. All right, so
Good call. All right.
I'll make it through. So
He'll muscle through. Here he
He'll
goes.
muscle through.
That's right. Yeah.
yeah, so the voice guides him. You know, he sees inside his head the secret tunnel.
Right.
Makes his
Secret tunnel, that's
makes
right.
his way down to the tunnel
Yes.
and just sees a bunch of mist wraiths, and he's like, "Okay, I guess this is where they hang out. That's weird."
Yeah.
And then he comes around another corner, and he's like, "Says it?" like,
And you see Sage holding the door like, hold door. He's
yeah.
like doing that.
It's like, thank God you came in. Like, in a moment of excitement, lets it go, and like, all the Contra come busting out.
Right.
And of course, this is all second generation Contra who have never actually been outside the cave ever, have no training in fighting at all.
They have
Like,
no,
it's like
they
it's
have
a
no idea
small
what they're
group,
doing.
They just
Yes.
get laid down.
but they get laid out really fast by a group of soldiers. Just like,
Boom. Yeah.
okay, we'll just break all your bones. You
Right,
can't stay
right,
anywhere.
right.
Like, all right, Seiza, what's going on? He's like, and Seiza quickly explains that here's where the ATM is. The ATM is, and
Right.
Alan's like, it's been here all along. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And then that makes him think. He's like, wait, in Orto or was it Patrick City, whatever. The obligator, Yellen, was an ATM misting. He says, but none of the other.
Right.
He has his realization, and he's like, gives Demu. So I don't know if this is the same chapter or not, but I think it is. Where he gives it to him, and he just
Yeah, I
his
think
eyes
this
get
is
really
that chapter.
big. And he's like, oh crap, that's what you are. And we also learned that Ellen's never burned 18 either. This is Ellen. This is all new. Yeah.
Which I forgot until it was said
Yeah.
that he's never burned it because it's never
rare,
come up. I mean, it's not like something like there's like 18 just floating around, right?
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, some people
And
wear
they can never
like
find
beads
it.
on their head, but that's about it.
Yeah,
right?
they can never
So,
find
yeah.
it too. So
So
yeah,
all fun.
yeah. So they stop the group. Says it, tells them about the ATM horde. Yeah, and they know that by sunrise the Colos will be there.
Yeah.
But now they have a bunch of ATM, and
By the way,
this is also where
100,000
100,000
Colos. By the way, let's just like put that in perspective. 100,000 bearing down on you. I'm like,
Hopeless.
oh my
Yeah.
god, there's no way. I don't
No
care
hope.
what your powers are.
No hope.
Thank you.
Yeah. So by word count, they are about 18% of their way through what's currently been written for the Cosbeer. Yes.
Is that
Sure.
how that works?
Yeah.
Who calculated that?
I don't know who did the math on that, but that's impressive.
That sounds right.
I like the math on that. 18%.
18%.
As long as it wasn't 16, we're good.
It seems like 50% is just Stormlight, but that's I'll look at the numbers
shit.
later.
I've heard so much about this. I am
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Stormlight's
We hit
fun.
Stormlight.
Stormlight's
Yes.
great. We'll get there.
Yes, we will.
So yeah, they basically know that basically orders them to take all the ATM to bring all the refugees to the homeland,
Right.
Because there's plenty of room in those caverns. They have these giant places, and just bring everyone in here. There's only 4 entrances. We can guard this a lot better.
Yeah.
And Ellen's kind of trying to figure out a plan, but that's all he's got so far.
Yeah.
Chapter 81.
81.
Yeah.
Oh, the chapter.
Yeah,
Lord
well,
have
81
mercy.
and 82 are both,
Everything happens in
everything
81.
here
Lord
is,
have mercy.
This is good.
Yeah.
Snapping always has been a dark side of allomancy. A person's genetic endowment makes them a potential allomancer. Of course, they have to almost die to do it. When Preservation set up the mist, he was afraid that Ruin escaping the prison. In those early days before the Ascension, the mist began to snap people as they did during our time. But the action of the mist were the only way to awaken those allomantic powers. So eventually Preservation stopped doing it, but people started doing it themselves. But then later started doing it again because people needed allomancers. Yeah.
Same Zool.
What's that?
So can't stop singing Secret Tunnel.
Yeah.
All
We're
weekend.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's been us all weekend.
That is some really good. Some clean yeast.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later, guys. The mist. So the mist of that day only created mistings only. There were no Mistborn until the Lord Ruler made use of the nuggets. So back before the Lord Ruler, there were mistings still, because preservation is still around, but there was no Mistborn until the Lord Ruler took the power from the Well of Ascension, and that's one of the things that he did.
Right.
He made a few people Mistborn, and that's why they were so rare. This hadn't been preservation's desire. Because he had given up most of his consciousness to form Ruin's prison. The Mist having left to do their work kind of on their own, without any specific direction.
Right.
Ruin, subtle as ever, knew he couldn't stop the Mist from doing their work. However, he could do the unexpected and encourage them. So he helped making them stronger. That brought the death to the plants of the world. And what was known to become the deepness.
Right.
So Ruin realized he can't destroy the mist, but he can just use it to destroy. And that's what Ruin did.
By the way, we hadn't heard the word deepness in a long time.
We had it, yeah.
I forgot
until
it was said now. I was like, oh, that's right, deepness. That was what they referred to.
Mm-hmm.
That era.
Right.
As was that.
Right.
So, yeah.
So 81.
81, the Sanderlands. Here we go.
Yeah, we have lots of different points of view.
Oh, all things.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone. So Vin watches as the refugees flee the Conjure Caverns. And Ruin continues to taunt her as all this going with the approaching doom. Like, this is where he mentions how many calls he has. He's like, you realize you guys are all dead. Like, all your people is going to die. And
he's right.
And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, have you counted it? And she's like, oh yeah, my God, I can count it instantly. She's like, oh shit. It's like 100,000 Koloss.
Yeah.
All coming towards one central area. And she does the math. She realizes that it's done. And she sees the approaching dome, grows angry, and starts to attack Ruin, which surprises Ruin, because he didn't think that, I guess preservation never would do that, because preservation, was to preserve, would never have an ounce of the ability to attack, which actually made Vin the perfect vessel, because she's of, humans were of Ruin and preservation, where we had the ability to do bad things. So, yeah. Where preservation didn't.
Right.
But, she is not able to defeat them, but actually does kind of get the sense that they are actually more evenly matched than she thought from this little encounter.
Right.
This is where Sazed tells Ellen more about the ATM is the Ruin's body. I skipped ahead last chapter, but this is where it happens, and advises him not to surrender it to their foe. And Sazed calmly tells Ellen not to worry, since Vin will save everyone. He's like, don't worry, Vin's going to show up. Vin's going to save everyone. Because at this point, they still don't know that Vin's dead.
Right. No one gets the fact that her corporal body is gone.
It's gone. No one knows.
They don't get the concept right now. So that's rough for them, because they're like hoping for their savior to come around. Yeah, and she's never going to come, because she's now.
No way.
Well, but the thing is, though, she's in the situation that preservation was, which is she has to do everything through subtle influence.
Great callback. Sazed has hope.
I was going to say the same thing.
Fuck you. Podcast over. No, I'm missing.
My boy Sazed.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Sure,
Yep.
Sazed
hope,
for the year of
here we
ages.
go.
Yeah.
Hope. Fine. Hope.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. If you stopped reading when the 16% thing is explained, that's probably the 16% mark.
I love that too. Thank you. I want all the digs. I want all the digs at me. Come at me. Because 16, y'all know I'm
his library powers activated. This is great. Guys, keep coming on.
Please do this. Yeah, keep going.
Great,
I want to hear all this. Yes.
Yeah.
My shirt says Sazed for Hero of Ages.
It's Sazed for Hero of Ages.
Yes, there it is. Best shirt.
My new con shirt.
Awesome shirt.
I love that. I like that back flex though. That back flex is nice though. He is
strong.
All the minds on there.
Yeah. Someone's doing some trap work is on that one. That is trap work. Here we go. Yeah.
Seated Rose all day.
Yeah, and this is where he thinks about how this I skipped ahead last chapter. This is where Ellen thinks about the elemental powers of ATM,
Yeah.
And has Dumu take the ATM. He burns it, and immediately his eyes get big.
Yeah.
And then we switch to Vin watching Ellen give his motivational speech to a small group of soldiers. There's only a few soldiers at this point.
Right.
But they're all ATM burners.
Yeah, he gives his Braveheart speech, right?
Yeah, like, we're not going to survive today.
We're not going to survive today.
We're going to die.
It's not happening.
But we're going to give it the best fight ever.
Yep.
Like, we're not going to go easy.
Yeah. It's a rough speech. I mean, you really think about it. Because they know the odds, I don't care what's going on with you, it's insurmountable.
Sure.
There's no way you're coming out of this alive.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I can just think of like a couple of things like that where, so funny story. So, most of the Purple Hearts even given out today by the U.S. military were actually minted for World War II. Because if we had not decided to drop the bombs in Japan, there was a whole operation. We were going to make a massive like D-Day like invasion into mainland Tokyo,
Right.
or mainland Japan, like near Tokyo. The math they did on it in the best case scenario, the amount of death they were expecting was going to be
like 200,000.
Catastrophic.
It was like 200,000 soldiers.
So they had minted or made a bunch of Purple Heart medals and expect in the anticipation that they would have hundreds of thousands of wounded soldiers. And not every Purple Heart given out today is from that, but they still have a large amount because we never did it.
Though.
Because we never did that invasion.
Yeah, but the losses were going to be like crazy high though for that. That's the reason why they did that. And of course, people don't remember they actually dropped a firebomb in Tokyo, which wiped out like 100,000 people. Yeah, and that was before the two nuclear bombs that went off. Yeah, but they knew it's like if we go in,
like D-Day
feet on ground, it was going to be catastrophic.
Yeah,
I mean, because again, the insurmountable like losses and everything. So that's what I felt like about.
Someone said every Purple Heart is from that. Okay, I think they meant some new ones now, but for years every Purple Heart was from that.
Because they just assumed that was like
the reserve is still being used to that. Yeah, it's
it was a lot. They knew. Yeah,
they made a lot of anticipation for how bad. This is very similar in the fact that you're going into basically a meat grinder of just the Colas, 100,000 Colas.
Yep.
That's maybe 300 is a better comparison. I don't know. Where you're going against a massive army and you're just a few.
David and Goliath.
Yeah, David Goliath.
Hey, by the way, Meat Grinder by MF Doom. Listen to that song. It's a great song. Do it.
Okay. Big spoiler shirt. Makes sense what someone said.
Yeah, I'm only wearing it for this episode.
But he can only do it this episode. He can do it any other episode, right? So it's the only one.
I shouldn't have showed them until the very end.
That's at the very end. Yeah.
You could wear a jacket, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess he could have put a sweatshirt on. I mean, whatever.
So after he does the basically the motivational speech, they go out to go fight. They basically eat so much ATM that they almost throw up.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and then they keep on going back to the entrance to eat more as they start getting low.
By the way, hashtag metal bellies.
Yeah. And she realizes that Ellen and his group are growing brightly, and she realizes that they're burning ATM.
Right. And by the way, it's crazy that she can't see metal now. Right. So it's like you see what is from her perspective of not being able to see metal, and so now she's in the same situation Ruin is in,
right?
And it's like this. It blew my mind for a second. Right. I was like, "Oh, that's right."
Yeah, she can see it being used.
Yeah, she can see it being used, but she can't see where it is. Yeah. And she can't see like metal enclosures and all that kind of stuff. So
and saw Ellen come out, and she's like, "No, Ellen, don't do that!" Running by himself out of the cave.
Yeah.
Towards the Colas army coming across the hill. Yeah, and then all of a sudden just burst into light, and she realizes like he's using ATM, and for a while. It is epic because it's like it's not even that many people. I can't remember how many soldiers they have. 200 soldiers.
Yeah, it's like
but they're all ATM burners, so like they're basically invincible. Like you cannot like you're dodging every single attack and just dicing them up.
I'm so happy the way that they explain this because let's go back a few chapters when she saw Ellen before and said she saw him as white streaks, and I was like. I don't get that. What does that mean? White? Yeah. And now we get that understanding because now we see him burst out, burning ATM, and now we're like, oh, it's not him or something special about him. It's just the way she perceives his use of the metal. And I was like, okay, get it. Great writing, by the way. Again, yeah,
And Ellen just keeps on fighting, burning massive quantities of ATM.
Yeah.
And just starts to just dice
just
up,
going in,
dicing up Colossus after Colossus after Colossus, and everyone's doing on the all four entrances. Well, they haven't dropped a single man. I think they say they take about 1,000 Colossus at this point. There's still there's still 99,000 of them probably.
I mean,
it's like,
he's beheading these dudes, like knocking arms off, all the kind of
Yeah,
things.
just-
This
yeah,
guy's just
just-
going in. I love it. Yeah,
this would be hard to adapt. I'm trying to think of this in like film,
Dude,
and it's like
it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Did you guys ever play Diablo?
Yes, my son
Like-
plays it, and I watch him play Diablo. I don't play it much myself.
It wasn't the Paladin. It was God. What's the character's name? And he's got like the archangel wings, and they're these white beam things coming
I don't
out.
know the name. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember it. That's what I pictured.
But I've seen it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I watch my son play it.
Yeah.
So.
This is their last battle. Yeah, from Wheel of Time reference there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
yeah.
easily. Yeah,
Um,
the only battle that matters.
yeah.
Well, kind of.
Let's see. Amy says, I just want to say hi to you all and watch. I can't watch because of spoilers because she hasn't read it all. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
well, have fun enjoying
understood.
the con. We're having fun.
Yeah,
We're having a good
absolutely.
time.
Yes.
Thank you, Amis. And thanks for the mugs. Our mug.
Cheers.
Hey.
So yeah. So at this point, also Sage is standing at the exit of the cave and handing out more ATM. As they run low, they run back and grab a handful of beads and eat them. And
Right.
Ruin's super frustrated by all this and tries to actually attack Vin, but Vin's able to rebuff him.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're lashing out. So there's a whole other battle going off, like in the sky. That's not the sky, but like in whatever a battle of gods.
I gotta say that reminded me of a Wheel of Time situation.
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I know
about,
what you're
right?
talking about,
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah. So Caesar watches the battle, telling those nearby that soon Vin will appear, and that's what it's going to be.
yeah.
And we fast forward. Ellen's been fighting for hours, but the Kolos army is there's still thousands of them.
And he's burning metal the whole time,
Yeah.
hoping it's going to help him.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and then burning Atum the way he's been burning it is actually also wearing him down.
Right.
He didn't realize that was one of the side effects.
Yeah.
Of like burning all this Atum is like it just takes so much
Well,
from
he's been
you.
fighting for hours.
Damn straight.
Like, but he's
I
still,
mean, and
He's
no
not
one's gonna
just
hold
fighting,
up.
like going full
Full
force.
Him.
Like 1,000%.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
Computer can only do so much.
Right. It's like adrenaline basically at that point in time, right?
Yeah.
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 So, still in thousands, and they're the other mistings, the ATM mistings, start to be overwhelmed, and they're starting to run low on ATM at this point. So
Right.
they start dropping. He notices a couple. He sees a couple drop in distant places, and realizes some of the other mistings are starting to, which he knew was going to happen. I mean, this was expected. It wasn't like one of these things where they thought they were going to be able to slaughter 100,000.
Again, you gave a Braveheart
Yes,
speech,
yeah,
and you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
like in that speech, he says,
we're going to die. Like it's
but like we can put fear in them before we die.
before we die. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a very like inspiring,
very inspiring.
powerful,
Yeah,
badass
right.
speech. But
Right.
But do
you're
you
not going to win.
But do you want to die as a coward, or do
Right.
you want to die as a warrior?
Right.
That's basically what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
And they all
Go
went
as a
nuts
warrior.
after that too. So
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. And so at this point, Marsh shows up, suddenly appears.
Marsh.
Big Bad Marsh.
Big Marsh, and he's bringing A-Team as well. So
Yeah. One eye Marsh.
Yeah. One-eye
Well,
Marsh.
let's say wait. We'll call him Socket Marsh, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
Socket-
yeah.
the
I
socket.
can see through
Yeah,
his
yeah.
brain.
through your brain, Marsh.
Yeah. This poor guy. Oh my God. I feel so terrible for Marsh.
Yeah.
He did nothing wrong. He's always been a good guy.
Yeah.
I hate everything about the path and journey he's been on.
Poor Marsh.
But he had one moment where he did like save Vin.
Oh,
and
100%,
everybody.
yeah.
No,
So,
I love everything he's tried to do. I just feel like I hate
He
the
does.
fact that he's been subjected to this when he was not a bad guy.
No.
especially Kelsier's brother.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he deserved none of this.
Right.
But he's been doing his part, and now he's been a puppet of everything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything he's been involved in, and that's the reason why he's like my guy. Where I'm like, I wish the best for you in another life, right?
Another life,
That kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. So then we switch to Human, our Kolos friend. He's actually down. At this point, they've made it into the Condor tunnels. and they're kind of going around looking, and people are screaming,
Yep.
but they're not attacking the people because Ruin's pushing them, even though they want to attack people because they're Koloss.
Right.
Ruin's pushing them to go find the ATM.
Right.
And they believe they find the ATM cache, and Ruin, yells in pleasure, and we switch back to Marsh. And Marsh attacks Ellen, burning ATM as well, that he got from the Conjurer that escaped.
Who was trying to sell it?
Who was trying
Who are you going to sell it to?
Yeah.
Hey, the world's coming to an end. I'm going to go out here and sell this ATM.
By the way, it's too hot to even stand outside.
There's it made no sense to me whatsoever. Why would you try to go out and sell some ATM?
Maybe we'll table this question to the end. What is it? What do you think's happened to Marsh? They disappeared after killing Ellen. Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But it's not mentioned in epilogue. I think explained by Kelsier in book 1 because he warns of the dragging.
That's in reference
To
to
ATM.
Zul's question
Yeah.
about ATM dragging.
ATM dragging, yeah. So they're just having a sidebar. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So sorry, I must have looked really far away too because we're sitting back from the computer. Marsh attacks Ellen, burning ATM as well. Like I said, Ellen's pewter's running out. He's still able to burn a little bit of pewter somehow. Like he thought his pewter had run out, and all of a sudden he feels like he can.
Right.
And he looks up and actually sees like this ethereal or whatever, ethereal or whatever,
Like a
specter version.
Ethereal. There you
That's
go.
the word
That's
I'm
what
looking
you're
for.
looking for.
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Ethereal version of Vin, like up in the sky, like
Right.
looking down at him, and he realizes, and it's actually feeding literally into him.
Yeah.
And just like Vin had preservation's power, like the mist, Vin's doing that for Ellen.
Right.
Ellen gets, was able to burn Duralum. He decides to burn Duralum with ATM.
Yeah.
Which just gives him super knowledge.
Which I thought was going to be
Super
like
knowledge.
the way he was going to get out of that bucket of syrup. I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
He's going to get out of this. No
Yeah.
problem, right?
Yeah. But rather than getting like,
Not going to happen.
but being able, I kind of attribute like burning Duralum in ATM like to where you get the super blast. Whereas ATM normally lets you see into the future. Like it's almost like the Doctor Strange. You can see all the possibilities kind of thing. From the Avengers type thing.
Yeah.
He burns it. He's like, I see the way.
Right.
I understand what has to be done. Like
He holds up the finger and just does
there's
one.
There's one way.
Right.
Yeah, it's an incredible
Yeah.
moment. Got goosebumps. Yeah, it's a great moment.
It was good. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
And at that point, Ellen turns around, buries his sword into Marsh's neck, but Marsh buries his axe into
Oh
Ellen's
man,
chest,
that was rough.
in his
That
chest.
was rough.
And Marsh looks at Ellen and claims victory at speaking through a ruin or whatever, And Ellen just looks back and smiles. And goes, "You've lost." And it's like,
Mind blown. I was like, what the hell's going on here? This guy got axe in the chest, and he's like, ha ha ha, you lost. I'm like, are you delusional? Is it the blood loss? What's going on there?
yeah. But then it switches back to human, and he gets to the place, and the 18 is gone.
Gone.
It's all gone.
Burned
And
it all.
quickly switches back to Ellen, and Ellen looks at Marsh, said, "Yeah, the 18 you're looking for, we used it all." It's
I
all
was
gone.
shocked by that. It's shocked.
God.
I was like, they burned all of it.
They burned all of it.
I mean, but if you think about it, if you had 200 soldiers, if you were just going through it, and you've got like a,
gobs of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Saints is like sitting there just like feeding it to them. They're over like popcorn in it. And yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
could. I
Yeah.
mean, if you just like burn, and what if there's like Duralum in that, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's like a possibility you could burn even quicker, right?
Right.
Because it's going in flashes. I was like shocked by the fact that they burned everything.
Because they knew too, right? Like we burn all this, that's getting rid of ruin.
So that was the thing I didn't quite remember. Help me out with that. Does Ellen at that point know? We know that Vin knows that that ATM is part of ruin.
Right.
Does Ellen know at that point?
Stacey explained to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Stacey
happened.
explained it to him. That
Okay.
was part of Ruin's
Got
body.
you. Got you. All right. Got it. Thank you.
So that was Ellen's thing, was that
Right.
we need to. That was part of the plan, was to.
Even if he didn't know that part, though,
Yeah.
he knew it was important.
Mm-hmm.
And if You want to make sure it's gone, right?
Atium
So-
also is the fastest burning metal. Yeah, it burns really fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It is the fastest burning metal.
Yeah, it burns.
We've
really
heard that
fast.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's amazing. It also makes me cry. Yeah, this whole scene.
Oh, this is rough.
Yeah, it's
This
rough.
is rough. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the very next scene is Vin watches Marsh decapitate Ellen.
Oh, that's rough.
And Ruin then gloats over that, and Vin has this little moment where he's like, I've already seen him die once. This time's not as painful. I'm just blessed by the bar time I got.
Yeah.
Like,
But Vin is also like, you just took away the only thing in humanity that mattered
that
to me.
made me want to keep myself. Yeah,
And so now
It's
I
like,
don't give two
I don't
shit.
care.
Yeah.
Inspired by Ellen's sacrifice, she attacks Ruin, ignoring the pain and everything. It's just on pressing more and more.
Yeah.
That whole I guess we're at this point now where Vin is talking about like her relationship with Ellen, how when he died at the well,
well,
essentially,
right,
yeah.
she kind of lost that connection and was like, all right, I still have an attachment to you, but I've let you go so you can go and be your own person now.
Right.
So she said in a way his death here was almost freeing. She didn't feel bad.
Right.
She just felt like, all right, now I can go be a god.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though is I feel like this book did the most amazing thing as in terms of literary devices. They kept the two people that you want to see spending time together being happy.
Mhm.
They were never together. The entire book, basically, they're
Mhm.
always apart.
Right.
And it's like you just have this hope for that, that
Reunite. Yeah.
for them to reunite. Never occurs.
Never happens.
And you hold on hope they're gonna get back together. It's gonna be happy duty.
Yeah.
Nope, never gonna happen. The entire book, even up until the very last chapter, you're just hoping for it, and he just snatches it from you.
Yeah.
Like the moment he decapitated the chest, the axe in the chest, I was like, oh, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Decapitation, I was like, oh, they're never getting back. That kind of messed it with me a little bit. So
Yeah.
But it's saying, but like when Vin's saying like she's okay, I
Yeah.
was like, all right, well, if she was really sad and messed up about it, that would suck.
but
You
I mean,
hold-
she had every right to
you,
be.
you hold on to hope.
Triggered.
Hashtag hate hope.
Triggered.
I did have hope, though. I will admit that I had hope.
Yeah. But yeah, so at this point, Vin pushes into Ruin and just keeps going through the pain to the point where she kills herself and Ruin.
And ruin.
And ruin.
Crazy. Yeah.
And just destroys both of them in the process because of the nature of the opposite forces of preservation and
Right.
Ruin being pushed into each other, it actually just destroys the vessels.
It's water and
The
fire.
vessels of both of them.
Right? I mean, yeah, you can't have them.
And destroys both of them.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's how we end this chapter with her just,
Sanderlange. There it is.
yeah. So they move to chapter 82.
Yeah.
So once Vin died, the end came quickly. We were not prepared for it. Even all of the Lord Ruler's planning could not have prepared us for this. How did one prepare themselves for the end of the world itself? And we're in Sage's point of view.
That epigraph made it seem like the world was going to end.
Well, it kind of was, because once the sun rises,
Yeah.
they're too close to the sun, everyone's going to burn up.
Everything, yeah. Because she had to, that's right. She had to rotate the Earth,
Yeah.
the planet, so that way the sun was
On the other
not
side,
there.
Yeah.
But
Still
still, the sun is still beating up the planet
On the
on the other side.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you just delayed the inevitable.
Right.
Right.
So Caesar remains at the cave entrance, and Demu's there, who is badly injured. He's missing a hand, but Demu survived. He was able to get back.
I
to the cave.
forgot that he
Yeah.
was lost a hand. That's right.
Yeah, he lost a hand.
Yeah.
And the heat from the sun's like oven-like. The
Right.
Colos are still coming in, still rampaging, but Caesar still believes that Vin's going to show up. He's still waiting, and as he's sitting there waiting at the entrance, he sees the two bodies fall from the sky. A Vin and a stranger appear beside Ellen's corpse, and he runs out to there it is, and he runs out to the field where Ellen's corpse is, wearing all his copper mines. Reaches them safely, and cries out in despair as he realizes there's a stranger's body, Vin's dead body, and of course Ellen's decapitated body. He's upset obviously
Understandably.
distraught.
Yeah.
And notices a little bit of white mist coming out of Vince's body.
Right.
And he touches it and immediately starts to pour into him. And he stops himself and he's like, okay. And then he sees the black smoke coming out of the stranger's body.
Right.
And he touches that too. And he's like, a different power.
Third time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third time. All right.
I love this. Third time. Let's go. Third time.
Didn't it say that this stranger had red hair? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsier's trainer,
Uh-huh.
when he was like, his apprentice or whatever.
In the chapter we read
Yeah.
in the other book,
Yeah.
I
Didn't
can't
that
remember.
guy have red hair?
He might have.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember.
I remember it said he had crazy hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember
I
what
don't know if
color
it
it was.
red,
Though.
but
Yeah.
somebody asked theories on who the vessels were for preservation and ruin in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
I'm curious, but I of course, I try to avoid spoilers, so I don't look
Yeah.
anything up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that. I called. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We should stop there.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I like theory time on that.
Three time over.
Yeah. Yeah. So he notices that the white and black mist, are coming from Ben the Stranger, and he reaches out, but he hesitates because he realizes that he can take all this power. But then he's like, "Who am I? Like, I'm not supposed to be the one." And then he starts going through the prophecies, and
It's about the
he's
gender
like-
thing
and
and
he's
all
like-
that.
he's like-
Yeah.
he says it never used gender neutral because not man. I'm a eunuch. Like, and he starts going and he thinks about his cover minds. He's like, it says that he will have the knowledge of the world on his arms, not his hands,
Right.
not his shoulders.
Yeah.
He will have it on his arms. He's like,
And then he starts going back to what was manipulated by Ruin.
yeah,
He's like, oh, well, the manipulation can only be like, it's like a subtle manipulation. It can't be like, change it like phraseology where it's like completely different thing.
right.
Just changes certain aspects,
Right.
right?
And,
All
and,
that made sense.
And he takes his copper mines, he touches both swords, pours them in, and pours all his copper mines into that. So all the knowledge he's ever acquired,
Right.
pours it all into the godhood as well.
Yeah.
And then starts going back through all his scholarly work and going back to taking piecemeal from all these different religions and cultures.
Right.
And like, these people made star maps. So I can now, with my God mind, even though they're not accurate today, I can now do the math real fast on my God, and figure out this is where the planet's supposed to be.
Right.
And this is how this is supposed to be. And this is how humans are
Yeah.
supposed to be. And this is how it is able to just basically
Reshape
with a brushstroke.
everything. Yeah.
Unlike the Lord Ruler or Vin, who had no idea what they were doing, he's able to actually use his copper mines to actually go back and do it right.
Right.
And
That's such a cool
And it makes
thing
so
to
much sense,
envision.
though.
Yeah.
And of course, this is all telegraphed to us chapters and books ago.
Yeah.
That was that's the reason why it was so important for him to learn all this stuff.
sure.
But of course, we were like, oh yeah, he's just a guy that he loves religions.
Yeah.
He's on that God piece. Nope, he's
Yeah.
like he was gonna be the guy
Yeah.
that's gonna set things right.
things
So
up.
yeah.
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 Yeah. All the different. What did we say? I sent a list of prophecies to the Discord. Okay. Cool.
Which, by the way, when I bought this, I didn't think this was a spoiler, only because it says season 4 Hero of Ages.
Okay.
I looked at that as like the same thing they do for like politicians.
Yeah. Like running that.
Mhm.
I wish he was a hero.
So it's like a vote for him.
The vote
for
Right,
Caesar, yeah.
So like it's really only a
Right.
spoiler if you call it a spoiler.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a vote for John Kerry kind of thing. basically.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hey.
But yeah, holding both powers as well. Caesar realizes that because he has the autonomy and can hold both powers, he can keep them away from each other, but they control both of them at once.
Right.
And now because he has preservation and ruin, he can create and destroy and all the
destroy.
things at once.
Right.
He's actually, and he realizes as well, they were always meant to be one. And he has that epiphany as well. Like all that stuff comes together.
Yeah.
Both the powers of preservation and ruin, working together in harmony.
Yep.
So pretty cool scene. Honestly,
Good time.
Good old
I
says
definitely want to pull up the last sentence of that chapter.
of chapter 82.
Oh, 82?
Yeah.
Uh,
Before his epilogue. Oh, Vin. Yeah,
well, it's just like
she was worthy.
It wasn't until that moment Seizo understood the term hero of ages. Not a hero that came once in the ages, but a hero who would span the ages. A hero who would preserve humankind throughout all times. Neither preservation nor ruin, but both. God. And the last sentence of the chapter is God. So,
Jeez.
powerful way to end the.
Very powerful. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we go to the epilogue.
Yep.
So anything from all this before we go to the epilogue?
No.
Because the epilogue's good too.
Oh, it's great.
It's a tearjerker, but it's
yeah,
good.
man.
It's a very long epigraph, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Vin was special. Preservation chose her from a very young age, as mentioned, believing that he was grooming her to take his power. And, of course, Ruin was as well. But, yeah, Preservation had mostly gotten her to stop wearing the earring by the time Kelsey had recruited her. But at some point, she started wearing it again. He had actually tried to get her to stop wearing the earring by subtle manipulation. Yeah. But, I mean, the whole reason why also choosing a human as your replacement as well, Preservation's idea was that would have the autonomy to be able to defeat Ruin, where Preservation never could. And this is also where, at the very end, that's where Sazed says, of all those who had touched the power, I feel she was the most worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Her life had been manipulated from day one, basically.
She didn't have the greatest life.
Yeah. So she had like no autonomy whatsoever.
Yeah.
No agency. And she didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact she had happiness in the second book with Ellen.
Oh, you want me to read the epigraph or epitome?
The epitome.
Oh no, the epitome came back. Oh no, here we go.
It's very, very long epigraph. I will read it. Vin was
Epitome.
special.
Go ahead.
Preservation chose her from a very young age, as I've mentioned. I believe he was grooming her to take his power. Yet the mind of Preservation was very weak at that point, reduced to a fragment that we knew as a Mistspirit. What made him choose this girl was because she was a Mistborn. Was it because she was a Mistborn? Was it because she had snapped so early in life, coming to her powers, even as she went through the pains of unusually difficult labor her mother went through to bear her? Vin, usually talented and strong with unusually talented and strong with Allomancy, even from the beginning. I believe she must have drawn some of the mist into her when she was a child. In those brief times, she wasn't wearing the earring. Preservation had mostly gotten her to stop wearing the earring by the time Kelsey recruited her. Though she put it back in for a moment before she joined the crew, then she left it in at Kelsey's suggestion. Nobody else could draw upon the mist. I have determined this. Why were they open to Vin and not others? I suspect she couldn't have taken them all in until after she had touched the power at the Well of Ascension. It was always meant, I believe, to be something of an attuning force, something that one touched would adjust a person's body to be able to accept the mist. Yet she did make use of the small crumb of Preservation's power when she defeated the Lord Ruler, a year before she began hearing the thumping of the power's return of the well. There is much more of this mystery. Perhaps I will tease it out eventually, as my mind grows more and more accustomed to this new expanded nature. Perhaps I will determine why I was able to take the power for myself. For now, I only wish to make a simple acknowledgement of a woman who held the power just before me. Of all who touched it, I felt she was the most worthy.
Right. Yep.
And then the epilogue was a spook. So Spook wakes up, completely healed.
Yep.
Completely healed. And everyone's shocked because he just walks out. And accompanied by Bildra, they go to the trap door and they open it up and open up to green fields and blue skies. Like,
can we point out that before they leave this little cavern, they're all sitting against the wall, like in the dirt, and Breeze is the only one with like some furniture around him, drinking
of course.
wine.
Breeze being Breeze, yeah. Your boy Breeze, right? Yeah,
Yes. Breeze is still breezing. All right.
Yep.
I feel like he's just got a desk and a chair and a bottle of wine with him at all times.
Of course,
Yeah.
all times. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not just any bottle of wine, like a Bordeaux or something like that, right? That's breeze.
So they go out and they find the green field and the blue ashless sky, and they look at the colors and they're just like, "What the hell is this?" And even Bree's like, "I mean, she was always odd. I mean, why would you make it this color? Like this is weird. Like look at these colors."
Yeah.
Orto's gone without a trace. Like there's nothing there.
Right.
All these different places where everyone in the caverns, they've all been moved close together, so they're all exiting out right next to each other. Like they're surprised because like they get out and he looks over and sees someone on the horizon, and it's like it's Ham, and like runs over. He's like, "How'd you get here?" And finds Ham with Demu, and sees also Ham's family shows up.
I love that part, by the way. Because the guy's always been fighting basically to get back to his family, right?
I've always imagined it looks like the Windows XP home screen. Yes.
The rolling green hill, yes, on the Windows XP background.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Tara also said her luck in the early days is probably the mists. Yeah. Because she didn't really know about eating metals or anything like that. It probably was the mist coming in a little bit here and there. She just didn't know. So the other caverns come up. They find a field of flowers, and of course they don't even know they're like these weird things.
They don't know what flowers are.
They don't know what they are. There's like really pretty.
Before,
things.
up until now, it's been like drawings of flowers, right?
Right.
It's not like real flowers, right? So,
And at that point, Spook finds the bodies of Vin and Ellen, and also next to it, Spook finds a book written by Sazed that starts the same way as the epigraph from this book, which I unfortunately I'm the hero of it. So going back to epigraph, that's Sazed's book. So if you want to read all the epigraphs in a row, it's Sazed's book. But as he's going through, a note falls out. From them, and Sazed basically it's addressed to Spook, saying, "Hey, you're in charge now. I'm gone, but I'm still around. Just and that's hard to understand. I'll explain it one day. But I made you a Mistborn,
right?
So you're a Mistborn now. So I went ahead and did that. So I reversed everything about you being a tin savant and everything like that. It was actually Kelsey that told me to do it. By the way,
right?
Vin and Elsie, Vin. I talked to Vin and Ellen. They're great.
But we've been talking with your boy Kels here.
Yeah, I'm talking to Kels here. And he's the one who actually suggested that. That you have it. So
interesting.
We're good there. And there's also 2 more elemental metals that I think you might find interesting.
You might want to look into that.
But I'm not gonna tell you what they are. But you go find that out.
Right.
You might find it interesting. Yeah. And then Spook finds the picture of the flower, and keeps it. And that's when Beldra comes up to him, and it's just you look upset, and he turns and says, "No, I think for the first time in a long time, everything's gonna be all right."
Very good.
The end of the book.
And insane. There you go.
So thoughts on the overall book, you guys, or even Era 1.
That's right. We're at the end of Era 1.
We're in the Era 1.
So I'll turn it over to Will. Will represents both of us now. I'm just saying. No, go ahead. What you got?
I miss the adventures with Kelsey here. I mean, it's crazy to think like where we started, where we ended. Like so much happened.
A lot.
To be able to pack all that into like 3 books like this,
it is a lot for 3 books.
It's kind of crazy.
It really was a lot for 3 books.
Yeah.
I mean, he skipped a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff you could have put in, but he's like, I got a plan. I got to get through this, kind of thing. So
yeah,
I miss Kel.
Yeah. Miss Kel's here.
But I mean, it's.
So did you enjoy it? I mean, it's your first like really hardcore finishing the fantasy series.
Right, because you hadn't read a lot of fantasy.
Yeah,
so what'd you think?
What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is I haven't been a huge reader over the last number of years, so this has really gotten me back into reading.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm reading other things now besides this.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, I guess this has really given me back an appreciation for good writing.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of opened my eyes to I guess the science fiction, genre. It's fun. I mean, I've always loved. I mean, I grew up middle school playing this game called Ultima Online, which was like a medieval RPG, RPG. But I think when I was younger, I always like fantasized like, wow, it'd be really cool to like, maybe not like all the diseases and bad shit, but like it'd be
Let's
cool,
avoid that part.
the struggle aspect, like
Sure.
farming off the land and simpler times and stuff like that.
Right.
I still to this day fantasize about getting a farm and just kind of living off the land. So this takes you to a place that it's not easy to always go to in modern the day to day that we live in right now.
Right.
So, it's a fun transportational vehicle, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Gotcha.
Still wants to know. I think this is a really hard way to read a book. We're reading a couple of chapters at a time. Has it been hard to adjust to that?
Yes, because when I get into a situation, and I'm not answering for y'all, I'm just saying for me, it was really hard for me because when I get into something, I have to know everything about it, which means I need to read quickly, get to the next chapters, etc. Having to stop and pause, that's challenging. Knowing a Saint Lance is coming, and then being told we have to wait until next week. So, Alonzo, you guys have to wait until the 20th. I'm like, oh, God, fuck, damn.
It's literally like a TV show. Tune in next week.
Right. That's exactly right. I'm like, I want to know what Alex P. Keith is doing now. Anyway, but for me, the thing I really wished and I said it earlier in this episode is I wish I got to see more happy Vin Ellen time.
Yeah.
Because they were always either they had just gotten together, and then it was always they were under this, the subjugation of someone trying to assassinate him, or her having to go off and be like the amazing person she is. Ellen coming to his own, and it's like I just really wish there was a little bit of time
where they actually get to be happy.
Oh, dude, I would have loved that. One chapter of them just date night. Ellen and Vin, I would have been all about it, but no, you just don't get that. So, but the fact that they're two, the two of them were so altruistic. Yeah. Love that about the two of them. Yeah. They were more than willing to sacrifice their own happiness and selves for everybody about them, and that's a life goal, right?
Oh, sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of philosophical moments in Sanchez' writings. I mean, you can pull a lot of things.
Oh, absolutely.
Themes and things like that from.
Yeah, and there's so many, by the way, loose ends in this book where, what happened to the Koloss, right? Did they get obliterated?
Yeah.
We don't know. What happened to the Kandra? Because they didn't all pull their spikes out.
Nope.
So there's so many loose ends, and I'm like, I don't know if that leaves things open, and I want to know. So we're not going to ask you to ruin it because maybe there's a book that comes out that explains it, and maybe it's not going to happen here.
Yeah.
So
a couple of things. If you say predictions, ? Any predictions on what happens to this world now?
To this world? Well, now
everything's all hunky dory.
Because now we have one person that has the power of ruin and preservation, right? He's going to want to do all good. But there has to be the reverse or the flip side of something bad, right? It's going to have to happen. So that's my prediction. There is there's got to be, some other bad stuff's going to happen. So yeah.
This is the moment of the Matrix when Neo puts on the sunglasses and they start playing Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, and he can see them a different way, right?
Yeah,
they're
all just binary. Or
yep.
whatever.
It's like ultraviolet light kind of response, right? Where he sees on a different spectrum. Yeah, man. I feel
my prediction is I'm gonna have another margarita and listen to some Rage Against.
The Machine. Yeah, that's happening now.
So Marsh.
So now it can't happen.
Marsh? Question mark.
Oh, Marsh, I want to know. So many loose ends. Marsh, human. What happens to human? What happens to the Koloss? What happens to the Kandra?
What happened to
Tensoon? What happens? I hope Tensoon's actually somewhere in a toilet, just endlessly flushing.
The first generation, they've regenerated, but what now?
Yeah, what now?
That's right. We didn't even go over that because he saw the flesh there, and he recognized it because of the moss-like. Yeah, and we didn't get a resolution there. Yeah. There's so much stuff that I have questions about. But at the end of the day, maybe it's not for me to ask.
I love this question too. What would Ellen and Vin do on a date? And the answer in the chat was murder.
I hope not, but yes. It's viable. That's a viable answer. That's true. It could happen. I love it.
Nice. They had the dance. Cosmere said they had the dance. I thought, there were definitely
kind of
small moments.
But that dance was a strategy to try to accomplish something else.
That's all they
had. It wasn't. it wasn't like they were at that dance. And I'm not trying to refute the dance being a date.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it had an ulterior motive
Yeah.
to be at the dance. But they did have a moment, so I will give the dance.
So we'll talk a little bit about it, but before we get to like favorite moments and that kind of thing, what's your overall opinion of this series and how it wrapped up? And
the series, I thought the series was good. I will always say that the second book was really slow.
Yeah.
That was hard to get through.
yeah, the second book's a little slow. So the three.
This book, I feel like I would have easily taken this book, elongated into 2 books, and skip the second book.
Yeah.
I would take that all day, every day.
Yeah.
But
did you enjoy how it wrapped up and ended?
I feel like the writing was good because every moment where I thought I knew what was going to happen, it just came out. It just pulls the carpet out from under you every time. It's like, nope, that's not what's going to happen. Oh, shit, really? And I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. Nope, pull the carpet out from under you again. I knew Caesar was going to be important.
It's true.
We all knew that.
Cosmic
right?
Connections does say that. The Well of Ascension second book is better on a reread because you see all the little nuggets and stuff. That's true.
That's probably really true. Is that there's probably a bunch of stuff when I reread that.
Yeah,
I'll be like, this is like all the stuff.
That's
if you've got insider knowledge.
Yeah.
If you don't have insider knowledge, it's rough. It's a rough read.
Yeah.
It's a lot of exposition and a lot of stuff that just you don't understand at the time. So that means you just forget it or you just don't care about it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
indeed.
But I thought it was great. I like the series as a whole. I'm looking forward to the next era.
Next book, Cosmic book.
All the grass and the flowers really gives me a lot of hope for the future.
I hate you.
I had to do it.
I hate you in your face. I hate you in your face right now.
This guy.
So, any particular favorite moments that stand out from the books? Someone asked that too.
That's a good question.
Favorite moments.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of good little.
I would say anytime that Elend came into his power, and was able to fight or whatever. I love those moments because it's like when Vin got her powers and was able to do things. But I liked something about Elend being able to do it. He just came into it and he's like, "Oh, I can be Superman now."
Yeah,
I like those moments a lot. So it's
there's a lot of good moments. One, I guess, gosh, there's so many. Breeze, when you realize there's a moment when you learn about Breeze and why he is the way he is in terms of
that's a great
caring for people.
Oh yeah,
being an asshole. Yeah,
to where it's almost like a handicap to himself.
Right.
But God,
there's so much more to Breeze than what you think.
Yeah.
And then you dig down. It's like he really cares about everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't he puts in the air like I don't really care, whatever. But really, he's a genuinely good person.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many more I could go on, but we'll go with that.
I think it's a good idea. So rather than let's do your second suggestion. Rather than just doing a favorite character for this reading, because obviously there's just you can just say Caesar, and that's fine with me. But if you talk about the top 3 for the whole series, for the whole trilogy, who are your top 3 characters?
Top 3
for your whole entire. That lets you kind of give a little softball answers with ones that are obvious, but then maybe someone that's not necessarily
top 3 characters
from the whole series. I mean, there's a lot of them that you could choose from that are great characters.
I've got 2. I'm trying to think of the third.
I got one for you, and if you don't say, I'm going to hit you over the head with.
Well, for me, or series is definitely one. I like.
That's
still
not the one that's going to get you not out a pass.
No. I'm just saying though, Orseer.
Okay.
Again, he brought Vin up a level, right?
Yeah.
He took her out of poverty to being somebody.
Okay.
That transition was all from him.
Sure.
Because Kelsier was completely hands off like stepdad. He was like, "Oh, just go talk to my boy Orseer. He'll take her." And that's the reason why I'm mad about the whole Tensu thing, right? So, but that's easily one. Sazed, this little hanging fruit.
I know, but Sage is great.
But Sage is great.
So good.
And the journey, the hero's journey that he goes through, because he has this moment of doubt. And when I say moment, we're talking a long moment. We're talking years of doubt.
You got fight about you. Oseer did no such thing. It was Sage that taught her everything.
We about to fight in the streets.
Oseer did no such thing.
Okay. We all got opinions. But yeah, Sage is easy. And I guess the other one too is, then this young lady,
he just left out clubs. He left out clubs. Look at this guy leaving out clubs.
God damn it, I sure
He
did.
left out
I
clubs.
sure did.
Oh man!
And I love him.
Hashtag never forget.
I love him so much.
Clubs.
Oh my god, I can't believe I left out clubs.
We'll do four.
Dude, I forgot. I would take clubs over Vin every day because I love him so much. Oh, yeah, because that gritty, gruff dude. Oh my god! And and I really wish there had been a lot more character development for clubs. But I liked him from Jump Street. I forgot about clubs. God damn
We
it!
need like a history of clubs. Like go back. in
I would
time with
love the
clubs.
book, The History of Clubs.
Yeah,
because
that's a good one.
that guy's got stories that
Oh,
have
yeah.
never been told, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Alan, you win. You win. Catch me on that one.
Good
You win.
clubs.
Yeah.
That's
My
you.
turn.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right, I'm gonna start with Kelsier.
Kelsier.
Never forget
Kel.
it.
Kelsier, yes.
Because he's the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
man.
of the OGs.
The mastermind
but
behind it
yeah,
all.
I mean, the thieving cruise. He created the, no fear kind of planning, confident, go in full
Yeah.
force.
Yes.
Respect for Kel. Two, it's got to be Sazed. I mean, he's just
It's a good pick.
the most
I mean,
humble
he's
to
great.
a fault person, but the smart. I mean, Farrakimi obviously influences it, but like the knowledge he has
Yep.
and the I guess noble cause he's always pursuing.
Yeah.
And three. I'm gonna go with Spook.
Spook.
Go with
Okay.
Spook.
That's
You know,
a good pick. I
Yeah.
like it.
Another kind of like rags to
Yeah.
now
Come from
total
the street.
badass.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had a rough.
He was a
start.
throwaway character
Character.
at the beginning of the book,
Yeah,
right?
100%,
I
yeah.
mean, and
Yeah.
then he became like somebody
Yeah.
Yeah.
by the end. So that's a
Less-
great pick. I love
Lester
that pick.
Bornes.
Let's the bonus.
Yes,
Bornes.
absolutely.
Good deal. Yeah, for me, it's always Breezy number one.
Hey,
My Blue Breeze.
your boy Breeze. I love it.
I love Breeze. Yeah, Says is always in my heart. Always love Says.
Says
Every
is
time
great.
I've ever read these books, Says it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then the third one I can give to anyone. Docs, Ellen, then
Docs is a good one
Docs is
too.
good.
Yeah, Docs.
Even
is great.
Demu, Ham's great. They're
Demu's great too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got so many options.
There's so many options you can pull
I mean,
from. It's just,
yeah.
it's tough to.
Can we do like asterisks for like human too? Why,
Human,
like,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like he means well. But
Yeah,
just,
right,
it's just
right.
stupid.
He's a victim of
He's
circumstances.
misunderstood.
basically,
He's
right?
misunderstood.
Yeah.
Good deal. Alamancy, Farrakimi, or Hemalurgy? Alamancy or Farrakimi. I don't know. Hemalurgy's no.
Oh,
no, not
the
Hemalurgy.
choice?
Yeah, which one's the best?
Which is the best? Okay.
It's basically between Alamancy and Farrakimi.
I'm going Farrakimi all day.
I could say the same thing. I like Farrakami better, right?
Just I love Sazed, seeing him use it.
Yeah.
like, I got
I mean,
a shirt. It'll be cool.
That was the thing that helped the Lord Ruler become the
Yeah.
Lord Ruler was the Farrakami, and then you make sure that no one else had it
Yeah.
because of how powerful it is. I gotta say Farrakami as
Yeah.
well.
that
Right?
scene. It's in the second or last chapter where he's in the prison cell for Khandra,
Yeah.
and he's like, "This is too big." He touches the iron grate, and he's like, "I'm gonna put some of my size in there and make myself a little more comfortable." Like,
Yeah.
It's such like
This
a
guy.
when
Yeah,
all
it
we
is.
learned about was allomancy for the longest
Sure.
time. And
Right.
You see that, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, that's like reverse allomancy."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good deal. So many characters to pick from. All of the magic systems on Scadrial, the world that Mistborn's on, they are fun. Hence me wearing my Mistborn cloak. I do love Mistborn a lot. There'll be combination between Farrakimi and Alamancy. The compound make you the Lord Ruler. Yeah, you can be forever, live forever.
What do they mean when they say arc? They said
A Spook's arc, like his journey.
trajectory.
Yeah, his
Oh,
journey
right.
is great.
Yeah.
Going from a throwaway character to
To
a main character.
Yeah.
Is
who is
arc
now
like a
basically like a
commonly used
ruler.
Yeah,
to-
arc,
term in,
yeah,
like,
your character
science
arc.
fiction
Yeah.
novels?
Or not
Yeah.
just any
It's
it's
just
literary.
anything,
It's
yeah.
literary work.
Yeah.
Your character arc. Like
Noob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. No. All in all, like I said, I love Air One. Air One's fantastic.
Air One was great. Yeah.
Loved
it.
Yeah. So
Good stuff.
we might take next week off. I don't know. We haven't decided. I don't have it in front of me because I'm at the con right now, and I don't have. It's on my other computer where the spreadsheet is for what we're doing, what we're starting, how much far we're going into Elantris. But we are doing a launches next. So for anyone that's following along that wants to continue on our Cosmere journey, we're doing a launches next. Then we'll do the rest of Cell. Cell's the world that that launches is on. That's not a spoiler. It's just this is schedule. We're going to Cell. So we'll do the other short stories around Cell as well.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap up Cell before moving on to Stormlight.
Which is Era 2.
What?
Stormlight's Era 2.
No, Stormlight is on Roshar. It's different planet.
Oh,
Mistborn Era 2. We're kind of going timeline order. So Mistborn Era 2 takes place, and so it might be able to take like 300, 400 years in the future. So
okay.
it's nowhere close to this. So a launches actually takes place before Mistborn. It's just not my favorite book to start Cosmere with.
Okay.
So as far as timeline of the Cosmere, launches is earlier. Stormlight's between this and Era 2. So
okay,
that's all a different world.
Gotcha.
But we'll eventually get back to Mistborn Era 2.
Okay. So we're going back in time with Stormlight?
With the launchers.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's on different worlds, so it has nothing to do with Mistborn at
There's
all.
no crossover. Okay.
It's not, there are some crossovers.
Is there a map or a visual
of the solar system?
Yeah.
Yes.
But that would probably
It's not going to help me
spoilers.
because I'm no audio.
Well, it's not planets. Yeah, I could probably pull up a map of the Cosmere.
Well, look, remember, if that comes up, I can't search for it myself. You're going to have to send it to me.
Stormlight is about
we could just get.
Let's see. Stormlight's about 300 years after Era 1. Era 2 takes place between Book 5 and 6 of Stormlight. Yeah, so we're going to probably read Stormlight after we get through the first 5, or Era 2 after the first 5 books, depending on after Book 5, because it hasn't come out yet. What it says. Let's take a week off so I have time to buy the book. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If you guys are okay with that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we'll take a week off.
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you, everybody.
And make sure if you do buy launches, do the anniversary edition, because that has the postscript at the end that we are going to be covering 100% full send. If you do have the original version that doesn't have that, that leaves so many good nuggets for
I hope
future,
the audiobook has it.
Predictions. Audiobook does.
Good.
The audiobook does, but make sure you buy a updated version that has the postscript.
Cool.
But it's good to take a little week break between books. Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks everyone for joining us as we went through this on a random Saturday afternoon while we should be out drinking somewhere. I'm going to continue to go back to drinking more.
Hey, life goals.
And
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming out. I think this is the most we've ever had watching live. So
that's what happens when we don't record at 9:00 at night.
I got kids, man, and I'm not on vacation all the time.
Exactly. We
what it
apologize
is.
that we
Yeah.
can't do that earlier, but yeah, I mean, it does work out the best, kids wise, work wise, all that stuff. So yeah.
So anyway, love you too, Zul. Love everyone. Thank you guys for coming and watching. Find us on CosmereReads.com. Find links to everything. Yeah, so go check it out. I'm not going to give a huge sign off. Just say thank you guys for following us in our journey, and stay tuned for more. So see you guys later.
Love you guys.
Till next time.
Thank you for watching the Cosmere Reads.
Gosh dang, gosh, fresh. Gosh dang, gosh, fresh.